I mean, I'm probably not the first person to do it. Here we are. We are live. Well, welcome to Brilliant K74 channel as always. It's the Newcastle versus Arsenal preview. Big game today in light of yesterday's results.
Mm.
But we've got some quality guests here. As always, got my guy Nick Geeks. How you doing?
Very well, thank you. It's a sunny day here in Bath, southwest England, so all is good. All is good, my friend. Yourself?
Oh, I'm good. I'll tell you what, I do love Bath. Went there years ago. Oh, got
It's
it's
a lovely
you know
place.
what? The one place I describe for Bath, the
Mm.
word historical.
Yeah, yeah,
Historical. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
It is, and it's so
Without a
calm.
doubt. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah. No,
Class.
but glad to have you back on as always. And
thank you.
to the man, it's been a while since we stringed together. I think it was almost a year ago. It was funny enough for a Newcastle Arsenal preview on the Armory TV. Welcome for the first time, John Sinclair. How are you doing?
Big up to you guys. Big up to Benny. Big up to you, Nick. Hope
Thank
you
you,
well,
sir.
guys. And thank you so much for having us on your YouTube channel. Absolutely fantastic. And I'm
No, thank
sorry
you.
that I put a bit of weight on, and I'm going to lose the weight from today.
Hey, we look, we've all been there as well. I'm still trying to lose the weight. I'm not doing bad at the
I am
moment.
as well.
Hey, yeah,
It's on the daily to-do
thanks.
list. Don't worry. Yeah,
Careful.
Yeah, but I went with the avocado and tuna diet as well. I'm still gonna get on that as well. You know what I mean? So has to be done. But
Got to be done.
yes. So, again today. I mean, wow,
big match.
it's a big match.
It is.
Newcastle
Yeah.
have had had the sign over us last couple of seasons, 2-1-0 wins,
Mm.
and obviously in the League Cup as well last season. They showed that they wanted it more. They deserved to win over the two legs, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And this time it's mixed fortunes, really, isn't it? In terms of personnel, players leaving, players coming in. Um, John, need to ask you, what is your feelings on your boys this season and how you started so far? What is your take on what's happened?
For me, it's been a mixed start for me, to be fair, because we only were one game this season. And before the season started, it's all about Alexander Isak. He was the topic of conversation, and he wanted to leave the club.
Mm.
And we just held on until the last year. So we finally got rid of him. But for me, he wasn't happy before the end of the season, because it all began. I don't know if you watched the Carling Cup final when he spoke to Van Dijk. He went like this. He must have been asking, what's it like playing for Liverpool Football Club? So they must have talked. They must have said something together. We've seen this that. And then from then on, since we won the Carabao Cup, then Isak, I'm afraid his form has been absolutely shocking. Misses some chances that he should have scored. There's even rumours on social media that he's deliberately missing. He deliberately been missing chances and just being a sulk. Do you know what I mean? And I think I kind of noticed that straight away. Something ain't right there. But I kept it quiet. And then we all know that he wanted out of the club. So what he goes to do, he goes to Real Sociedad and use their training facilities there. Yeah. And the club was absolutely furious about it. You know what I mean? So he's told to come back. You don't do that. It's like if Jokic not happy, he goes back to Sporting Lisbon, use their training facilities. Once an Arsenal player. Yeah. But for me, I think it's absolutely disgraceful that the Isak's attitude is so wrong. I mean, he wants to go to Liverpool, and then his agent haven't helped matters at all, because his agent told to Newcastle said that he wants to go to Liverpool. So his agent's been a bit of a dick anyway, to be fair, excuse me pun, but do you know what? They got the wish, went to Liverpool, but it's the way they've gone about it. I can understand you want to play for a bigger club, the champions, I get it. Because Liverpool are a much bigger club than Newcastle United. Always have been, always will be.
Yeah.
But it's the way he's acted, the way he's done it. Can't do that. And I've got no time for people like that. I do not want an unhappy player at my football club. Yeah.
No.
Get them away. Get him out of here, you know.
Absolutely.
But we need a replacement. And we've been trying to get Sesko. We're trying to get Ekitike, yeah. Ekitike wanted to come, but Liverpool came in first.
Yeah.
So he got Liverpool instead, yeah. And we just got to offer him more money to come to us, yeah. Sesko, we offered him more money again. United came in for him and got him. I think Benjamin's made a mistake joining Manchester United.
I do.
He should have come to us because Eddie Howe would have made him a better player already.
I agree.
Would have improved him.
Yeah,
but,
direct replacement for Isaac.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But he chose to go to United. Yes, he scored yesterday. And what he did, he has had the best of starts. Yeah. When you go to Man United, yeah, I've got Man U friends, yeah. This manager, right, he ain't good enough. I'm sorry, he is not good enough for Man United. Yeah. He's so stubborn, but that's another day. But we got Fordham, right, for 69 million quid. Yeah. But it's gonna take time for him to get up to
player. He's a good player.
He is.
Yeah.
Once he gets up to speed, it'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
He will be fantastic. Yeah. Rissa, another great signing, but he's injured in a minute. But when he comes in, he's got Premier experience. Right. It'll do great. It'll do fantastic. Yeah. But on the pitch, 3 clean sheets away from home. The problem is, can't score goals. At home, very unlucky against Liverpool. I get it. Wolves, we won, but Wolves had lots of chances. Yeah, we were lucky to win that game. Yeah, and it's been an indifferent start for us. You know what I mean? I mean, look, we've got the players to do it. The bottom line is we're just not scoring enough, and that is the thing. Yeah, we're better than that, and we need to fix up. You know, it's going to be difficult today, but we need to get Rosa up and running. And when he does come and play, he's going to need to get up to speed because he's not been playing much games. But saying that, I think Newcastle will be fine, but we need to start winning more games very soon.
Yeah. I mean, would you say with I know obviously it's our preview today, but just your with the Champions League, I thought I was quite impressed with your performance against Barcelona, even though you didn't win the game. Is that something that could really boost your season with the performance like that?
Well, I mean, the chance we had in the first half, I mean, you could take positives in the first half because the chance we had, we should have scored. Anthony Gordon should have scored. Miskicked it. No shot saved. Yeah. Harvey Barnes, what was he doing? I do not know. He had a great chance. And it's fine margins. You don't take a chance against these. And Barcelona are a fantastic side. I think they'll win it this year. But if you don't take a chance against these, you're going to get punished.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, it's Marcus Rashford punished us. And it could have been more goals. But you know what? I think Newcastle fans like me, you have to understand, we can't be nicey. We've got to go out there and actually be ruthless. And be aggressive. We, as a fan base, is too nice. Look at that. We've still got the best fans. Not our actually haven't. And it's St. James's Park we have. But at the end of the day, I think, and I'm going to be real here, we're light years away from these teams. We're years away from these teams. We're never going to get on par with these. We're not. Because we cannot spend the money in the Premier League. The Premier League is effed up. Yeah, PSR's killed us. They put it in after they had to take over. Yeah, so the top 6 will be comfortable. The other 14 don't give a toss about the other 14 sides, you know. But what I'm going to say is, right, the Premier League is the Super League. The Premier League is done. It is finished. Yeah. And I've been towards the best league in the world. It is crap. I'm sorry.
I think
it's not the best league in the world.
I think they had to be careful with Newcastle though, because you guys have got the money potentially to own City 10 times over.
Exactly.
We've seen what Chelsea done to the transfer market. Then we saw what City has done to the transfer market. The TV deal that has to cover that. Everybody's feeling it in their subscription. We've now got £130 shirts in club shops. I mean, come on. Right. And this is all of the kickback from that. What would happen if we was allowed, if Newcastle was allowed to be unleashed? That is that not. It happens to be your club, John. But even if you said, I don't know, Scunthorpe, and they've got it's the funds behind Scunthorpe, my concern would still be the same.
Yeah.
That it is the chasm between Championship and Premier League is going to infinitely get bigger, and it is just going to get to the point then Newcastle would win 10 titles on the bounce. They would outdo City eventually. You know, it would be and it would be great for the City, the Newcastle fans when that happened. But can we afford for that to happen in our football and in our game? That's my one concern. So I understand the checks and balances. I do. I can also understand the frustration from Newcastle's point of view, because let's face it, you're a club that when you look at Newcastle, ready to explode. You've got a great ground, you've got a great fan base. The team is there. You are weaker this year, but I think that's only because you've been reset through everything that's happened to a development stage rather than a challenging stage. You've been knocked back a stage, but I still think it's there for you guys. I felt today is a big match, and I think rather oddly for both of us, it's a match that could kickstart both our seasons.
Yeah,
if Arsenal win, it is a away day result that is hang your hat on. That's great. That's a sign of a champion. If Newcastle win, that's a great 3 points. Right now, we're back up and running. We're back into the mid-table, and you're chasing down the Champions League places again. And I think it's both of us need the win today, so that's going to make the match a little bit interesting. So.
It could go either way today. This could go either way. I'll get a lot of people saying that Arsenal could do this today.
Yeah,
because
100%.
And also as well, I mean, I know you're going to talk about Arsenal a bit as well, but I've got my say on them as well, and the style of play. I've got my say on that in a minute. But you know what it is, right? I mean, for me, like you said, going back to what you said about Newcastle unleashing, spending the money sort of thing, that's why the Premier League don't want any more competition. Yeah. That's why they hold back. Now, if Tottenham get a takeover, a 4.5 billion takeover, I think they're going to unleash as well. They will unleash.
Oh, Tottenham
they're allowed to.
Yeah,
they're allowed to.
Stadium. They've got the stadium to back that up. They've got a real problem.
Exactly. Right. And this is why the Premier League are happy to let Spurs do what they want. They don't want to let us do what we want. Do you know what I mean? Okay, why don't you just have like a 500 million cap on transfers? Or even 300 million cap on transfers.
Well, something that's achievable for everyone,
yeah,
or a lot makes sense. But also, you're spot on. And it's about making it achievable for everybody, isn't it? And I think if you turn around and say, the cap is 300 million. So those that have are capped, and those that have got can still aspire. And I think it is something like that does need to come in.
Exactly. I totally agree. Yeah, we have a salary cap. Like, just... That's not going to happen anytime soon, but like a transfer caps is, say, for us, say number would say between 250 plus, sell plus player sales as well on top of it to boost it up. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, say you spend 250 mil and we could say 100 mil. Yeah, that is fine. But if we spend 250 mil, the Premier's going to kill us. Points deduction as well. They won't give us 10 points. They'll probably give us 30. That's what they'll do. And we're going to sample. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't see this in La Liga. You don't see that in Serie A or in the Bundesliga. Do you know what I mean? But for me, I think the Premier League is totally messed up, in my opinion. I think it's done. It's Super League. It's not the Premier League. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. I just want... For me, it's got to be about consistency and evenness, just like my complaint with VAR. The whole thing, I always worry. Every match, I worry more about this season. I'm going to worry more about the referees than I am the opponent, because it's always going to be, what are they going to pull out? What's a handball? What's a, that with Liverpool yesterday, you look at it and you're just like, are they just making it up on the fly? And that's always my concern going into these games. What's the officiating going to be like? We may have arguably the best league in the world, but we haven't got the best officials. And like with transfer spending, like with the officiating, I just want everything on the level playing field. And let the best team win.
Yeah. Fair dues.
And just as you can see, that Aussie Gooners in the house.
Big up,
to him.
Aussie.
Big up. You know what I mean? The man. And something that he's put on here as well, Nick, I'm going to basically ask you about how do you feel, or what do you think? What do you think how are we going to set up today, basically? Because it's, there's quite a number of fans have already guessed how we're going to line up today. And I'm thinking, in light of the results from yesterday, and that the fact we've got a bigger squad now, I mean, I know, listen, when you go to St. James's Park, it's always going to be a tough game. As far as I know we're favourites for the game today. But the man with Mikel Arteta himself, it's a case of, I just have this feeling come actually it'd be 3:30 when the team sheet's out. Come 3:30, I'm going to see this midfield. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what are you doing? And then we're going to have John there probably thinking, oh, thank you. SA's not in enough. SA's on the bench. Oh, thank you, God. You know what I mean? And I think John, I think yourself and loads of joys would be like, whew, wow. And what's your take on how we're going to line up today, mate?
I think Arteta sets as good as Eddie Howe is, and he's got Arteta's number in many ways. Arteta's lineup determines this game. And I honestly believe that, because if you pick the right team, I feel they beat Newcastle. You get this wrong, and we are going to struggle for a draw. Now, the problem for us, we're at St. James's Park against an extremely good opponent whose position in the table doesn't belie their potential, right?
Yeah.
The problem with it is Newcastle have Joe Linton, Guimaraes, and Tonali in midfield. And that is as good a midfield three as you're going to get in the Premier League. That I honestly believe that. I rate them very, very highly. So then you say automatically that's got to be matched up against. Now, my problem is two of those you would say is Subamendi and Rice. Now, the third name on that list loses us the game. And this is where I keep advocating for a certain player to step in and fulfill his role that we are giving him, and that is Miles Lewis-Skelly. And I need to see Miles in the midfield for his athleticism, his line breaking, his carrying of the ball, and his ability to play the ball forward. You match that up with the same traits in Subamendi, and you share the anchoring role with Rice. Let Rice cook like he can and shield that defence, particularly on the left-hand side. That is what can get us the game. Now, our whole season for Arsenal all hinges on Arteta unlocking our attack. That's what it comes down to. We have got a fledgling attack that is trying to find itself, form chemistry. And we look like a team that is devoid of chemistry. We are too structured. And we need to find that chemistry. Mourinho does not give us chemistry. I'm not going to hate on the guy. He's the sort of substitution I would make in the 78th minute, 80th minute, and stick him up front with Gyökeres if we need a goal. Right? It's that sort of harem football where you just throw caution to the wind and you say, right, go for it. That's the sort of substitution I would make with Mourinho. When it comes to us, we've got to unlock that attack. That's not him. I think Eddie Howe will look at Mourinho starting and thinking, great, we've got that covered. That's we can isolate their attack. The ball is going to go backwards and sideways. That doesn't help Saka. That doesn't help Gyökeres. That is music to my ears. I think Newcastle handle that midfield without any issues. The problem with Miles Lewis-Skelly, he's still got a bit of team football in him where he will take the contact to fall. And I get nervous about that because being an Arsenal player, the ref ain't going to blow for you. So he's got to learn just to sometimes release, roll. He's got to do a little bit more. But he's been inverted into that midfield from left back. Well, I want to see him unleashed. I want to see this kid explode because we've got a real one here. And one of those lineups is going to go and take us after Newcastle and get at them. The other one is going to contain them and invite pressure. One gets us the win. one gets us a defeat stroke draw, and that's where I feel really.
Yeah, I agree with you, Miles Lewis Skelly. I'd love to see him in number 8.
Yeah,
I think
same
it'd just
there.
be perfect.
Left
I'd love
8.
to see like Rice in the 6, Miles Lewis Skelly in number 8. I've always
And
been
yeah,
like
one
with
at right.
Zubimendi.
Yeah.
Zubimendi for me, he's done okay so far, but I feel as the season goes on, he'll get more use in the Premier League. And that's why, hence, exactly. And this is the thing. What I said, yeah, bringing my guy. Let's go, Marino. Combo. That's what I want to put that comment up. I wanted to put that comment up after you said we had the same pick. You know what I mean?
I don't want to be a part of the toxic echo chamber. And I think sometimes a manager's got a duty to protect these players. It's just kind of using the right player in the right place at the right time. You know, it's just kind of what's in Arteta's mind. Sometimes you've got to go out there and try and win it. That second half against City, that team, wow.
Yeah.
You go at Newcastle like that with that similar sort of ethos, can they cope with that? Because there's not many teams that could. City had to revert to a back 5 screened by a back 4, a 4 in front of them. That's City. What do other teams? How do other teams cope with that? And that's what I mean. He's got the tools. Bloody put your hand in that box and stop coming out with that hammer. Find other tools, find other ways.
Exactly that. And I'm going to more or less ask as well, John, how do you think your manager will line up today? And also, who do you think your key man will be today as well?
For us, I mean, I think Nick Pope playing goal again. The back 4 is going to be, it's all what it'd be. Livramento, a right back. Left back, I'd like to see Lewis Hall, but Kieran Trippier is playing really well.
I like Hall.
He's playing really well. You've got to play. You've got to go for energetic. You've got to, for youth, you've got to go for pace as well. At the back, if Fabian Schär's not fit, right, then I say bring Botman alongside Dan Burn. Eddie's going to play Dan Burn and Fabian Schär for experience in that. But for me, I'd bring Botman in because he's younger and he defends properly. Yeah, and he does well against Arsenal. So him alongside Dan Burn at the back, that's me back 4. The midfield 3, it's going to be exactly the same. Yeah, Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes, and Joe Linton. And Nick, he said our midfield 3 is the best in the country, sort of thing. And I totally agree with you. They are the best in the country. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
I think our midfield is going to be stronger than your midfield, to be fair. Zubimendi, when he's on it, I think he's on it. But again, it's time for the Premier League. Declan Rice, or better like Declan, will do his bit as well. I like that. But you mentioned the extra midfield, right? I wouldn't play Marino. I wouldn't play look at me, Odegaard, right? And he's the club captain, right? But I see your point about playing Miles Lewis Skelly in there for his athleticism in the midfield. I thought that's a very good shout for you guys. I'll put him in there. I suppose athleticism and his energy and his pace in the midfield. Yeah. So that's your midfield 3.
Yeah.
Right. Our front 3 is going to have to be Elanga for his pace, but give him 90 minutes. Right. Anthony Gordon is coming back in the day from a 3-game ban. And then you have to play with Voldemard up front. You have to play your £69 million player from the start and play him up front. Now, if anyhow plays Gordon up front and brings in Harvey Barnes on the left side, then for me, I think he's going for the draw. Yeah. Right. But I don't want to see Anthony Gordon up front. I want to see him on the left side a bit.
Yeah, it's very
best. Right. Exactly. And Voldemard up front.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Your strongest side. Yeah.
You're at home.
We're at home. We got to go for it. We have to go for this game of the day. We need 3 points. Yeah. We know how to beat Arsenal. We know how to play them. Yeah. We know how to ride for super duper make. Yeah. Let's be real about it, right? we have got Arteta's number. Yeah, but Eddie has.
Yes.
But I want to see that day, right? It's energy, and take the chances when it comes.
Yeah.
And I think the key man of the day has got to be Sandro Tonali. Yeah. I mean, his passing ability is fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
At times, the only critic I've got against Sandro, he overhits his pass, and that's the problem. Yeah. We have to discuss that. Yeah. Joe Linton needs to be on his best behavior.
Yeah.
He does. Get booked early.
Yeah.
Because I tell you what, if he gets booked earlier, then actually also get back into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's going to be a problem for the midfield. Yeah. But for me, it's going to have to be key. We got to start well. We have to get in their faces and take the chances while they come. Your back four looks solid. I mean, you got that new guy from Valencia.
Mosquera.
Yeah, Christian Mosquera.
I
can't believe it.
He should have started last week.
I'm so excited about signing him. This kid is going to be that we've Real Madrid proved Saliba by getting Mosquera in. If it does happen in next year or the year after, that's fine. He's had 2 years to develop, get used to everything, and he is going to be. He's just brilliant, mobile, strong. Yeah, he's great.
I mean, he played regularly last season.
He's a big unit.
He's massive, isn't he?
He is a big unit. I like
to tell square. You. He's like,
yeah. He is. You know, so you should be excited for this guy.
And when I saw him a few weeks ago, like he's so rapid as well. It's like, wow.
Oh man!
I realised he was that quick. You know
what
I mean?
No, he's a Saliba regen in that respect, in the recovery.
I felt for guys. I felt for him last week, not starting against City, because I actually thought it was right to start against City, because I didn't think Saliba was 100.
This is the concern for today as well, Brent. If he brings in Odegaard. You're out injured. It's like not ideal with Saka having to come straight back into the team. You need if Odegaard is fit, don't start him. He's not ready. Do you know what I mean? It's someone that you bring in and give a few minutes.
And this exactly. And I don't know if you saw yesterday. This is exactly what myself and Bobby said. We basically said, for me, it'd be on the bench. You're just coming back from injury.
Yeah,
it wasn't a nice one. You know what I mean? And just So at least you got an option there, you know what I mean. But Nick, what I was going to ask you about as well was who do you think will be our key man for today in terms of? Well, mind you, if saying that our key man today could even be on the bench.
Yeah. Well, Arteta's obsessed with this finisher thing from rugby. It's the people that finish the game that have to come in and make a impact. And I like that from the fact that the bench seems to have brought into it. So you could be right. That could be the key man. But I think our defense is good, solid. I think Timber up against Gordon is going to be an interesting one. You guys mentioned that yesterday. Our attack isn't clicking, and I think that Newcastle's defence is solid enough, but can be got at. I think the key battle is midfield. Whoever wins it, as John said. So for me, that starts and ends with Declan Rice and what sort of game he has today. I really think he is the key man in terms of his ability to screen and communicate with Zubimendi, because Zubimendi is, you can tell he's not quite right yet because he's adapting, but it's the communication as well, which is why I think Marino's getting minutes. But we need them to really click. And I think it starts with a captain's performance. I know he doesn't wear the armband, but it starts with a captain's performance. He's got to be able to stand up to that midfield and compel us forward. That's what we need. It's the engine room that's going to win or lose this game for me today.
Yeah. No, I hear that. You know what I mean? And it's I mean, we know Saka is always a key player, one of the key players.
Yep.
But
of course,
I'm just a little. You see, with Saka, even though he's just come back from injury himself, and we was a little worried about him in the Port Vale game, especially when he went down.
Yeah.
And that challenge, like, but I just, you know what, today, if I was Arteta, I know this won't happen, but just to surprise the opposition, and I play Saka on the left.
It's where he wants to play. Apparently, he's open to it.
I'll play him on the left. I'll play Eze in the 10, and then I'll play and for me, I know some people wouldn't agree, but I'd actually go with Ethan Waneri. As long as I've maxed out on the bench. You know what I mean?
You know what? Ethan didn't show. I'm going to be honest. I love Ethan, but he didn't show me enough midweek.
No, he didn't, and he didn't show me enough as well. And in that 10, but I think for a player like him, he can play on the left, he can play on the right. But I think he would work harder if he was to play on either flank than more so in the middle. He'd have to, in my opinion, I think he'd have to work harder, and I think he'd show more of a. He would, for me, I think he can make a huge impression playing on that right hand side. He's done it.
The Odegaard, you mean the Odegaard role?
Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll see what happens anyhow. But yeah, so John, what I was going to also ask you with regards to I want to talk about Anthony Gordon, and do you feel this is, I mean, he's always, for me, I think with him the best is yet to come. He's still a young guy. He what I love about him is that he's very tenacious. He fights for every ball. He's he can not just score goals, he can assist. But I just love his work ethic. I mean, how big a season is it for this young man?
I think for Anthony Gordon, it's going to be a massive, massive year for him. He's 24 years of age. He's 25 in February, right? And you're absolutely right. I mean, we paid 45 million for the lad, yeah? Last season, I mean, I think it was last season, 3 years before that, was not his great season because he had Liverpool rumours hanging over his head, sort of thing. Is he going to go back home? He's a Liverpool fan and he wants to go back home. And he just got on with it. He loves Newcastle United, Andy Gordon. We love him as fans. We love Andy Gordon. There's more to come from this guy. He's at his peak now. He's just got to behave himself. Don't do the stupid tackles, yeah? Yes, I love his passion. Yeah. Yes, I like his get-go. But sometimes just go OTT sometimes and get spotted a few times. He needs to just calm down a little bit, take a step back. We know you're a great player, yeah? What we want you to do, to get the ball, run at the defenders, yeah? This guy should be on the plane for the World Cup this year. I really do think that. Yeah. And then we'll find out how truly a great player Anthony Gordon is, because you've got to do it on the international stage as well. You do it in the Premier League, you've got to do it in England as well. I think we've got a great player in Anthony Gordon, yeah? And I think he's going to go a long, long way. I'm a massive fan. He's just got to be himself, but he is going destined to go all the way. If on the market it's worth 100 million anyway, let's have that right. Let's get it right. But I think he's destined for the very top of his game. And his work rate, his enthusiasm is good. It's fantastic. He needs to work on his finishing though.
Yeah.
But he's not a centre forward neither.
Yeah.
I like how he shapes players up. He's going to how he kind
I'll tell
of.
you what, I've got for you, Nick. I've got a question here to ask from my big cuz Rich. Morning to you, cuz.
Big up, Rich.
If you all think Zubi isn't quite up to speed, why do you think Mosquera and Eze are?
Eze isn't. Mosquera is. Mosquera. The reason why I think Mosquera is because if you watch the back line, he's automatically moving into his positions. When somebody moves forward, he's in the right position. He's doing all of the things in the system that he should be doing, and his comfort at playing the ball forward from centre back. I thought he looked a little bit off when we moved him to right back. That the crossfield ball wasn't it against Port Vale, but his performances at centre back are so assured. You could see that from the fact that after 5 minutes at Anfield, of all places, he comes on from the subs bench and he puts in that performance was arguably our best defender. That sort of performance shows to you the confidence, and also the confidence on the bench that he's ready. So that's why I think Mosquera's ready. Eze has not found his place in this. It's almost like we need the Palace Eze. Do you remember what I said last time, Brenny, about why Trossard and Martinelli do better when they come on as subs? Because they're not burdened by the system. It is go out there and play. And that's what we need. But not everybody needs to be constricted by this blasted system. Go out and express yourself. We almost need that Arsene Wenger sort of approach with Eze. Go and express yourself. And that's what we need from him, that dynamic running, that ball carrying ability. And this I want you to do this. You can tell it with our attackers. Because Trossard, when he joined us for that half a season, was electric. Martinelli was showing signs of being electric. And then the system dulls them because they've got too much in their brain about, am I supposed to go this way, that way, past, do what, And I think Eze just needs to play ball. He just needs to do what he's good at. And Arteta needs to be the type of manager that unleashes this talent, not constrains it, particularly in the attack, because sometimes a risk will get you a goal. Yeah, you might lose possession, but we've got such a defence, we can cope with losing possession. And that's what he needs to unburden him from, basically. As for Zubi, I think it's purely communication and adapting. He just needs that language to build up and confidence, and he knows what he's doing, and the guy will click. That's why I think by Christmas or just after Christmas, we're going to see the world-class Zubi, that this guy is the real deal for me.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. 100%. Great points there. I mean, with Zubimendi as well, I don't think he's been bad at all. But he's had some good moments, and you know what? It kind of reminds me of. Do you remember when Manuel Petit?
Yeah.
When he
perfect. Yes.
He was when he's in that midfield with Vieira. They had an understanding. The performances weren't bad, but then as the season went on, he just became this unplayable left-sided midfielder. You know what I mean? He was just wow. You know what I mean?
I loved him.
And it's just it kind of reminds me of that, and I think that's what will happen. I think that's what will happen with Zubi as well.
Robert Pires just took that little time, didn't he? And Henry just took that little time. It's kind of like when you are coming from abroad, you've uprooted a life. It's like all of these people that getting after Sesko and getting after these other players around the Premier League. Sometimes it just takes a while, and it doesn't mean you've brought rubbish. They're good players. It's got to be the right environment with the right system and the right manager to kind of make that player flourish.
Exactly that.
Oh, thanks, Rich. Rich.
You know what I mean? And there's also Gordon is good, but he's not technically gifted enough. Which is a bit. What do you think in terms of that, John?
For me, I think when he's on it, he is on it. Yeah, but he should be shining now. Anthony Gordon should be shining now. He should be up to speed and that sort of thing. But on his day, he's unplayable. But when he's off it, he's not off it. But is he technically gifted? I say he's about 85% there. But I still stand he's a very good player. He's a very, very, very good player. He really is. He can play either flanks. Left is the best position for me. And I think he'll get better for me. But give another one more year, it'll be right up there. But for me, if I'm going to mark out of 10 for Anthony, I'm going to give him, I'll probably give him an 8.5.
Fair enough.
Okay. No, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I know. Well, what we'll do is, I know we're gonna have to wrap this up soon because I know, John, I know you've got a few things to do before the game. I think we all have actually. But I will ask you first, John, is score prediction for today.
Well, I'm not going to back up against my team unless they're not good enough for me. But this game could go either way. There's even talk of nils each because we just can't score goals for fun, and you know what I mean. But for me, I'm going to say a 1-0 Newcastle win. But if Arsenal scores first, it could be a long day for us, and I'll tell you for why. Because every time you go goal up in that, you just bore the teams to death. You just play it square back. You know what I mean? And I'm not being funny, right? But I mean, I just find you guys boring. You guys are great, but I find Arsenal boring. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing come out for them. Do you know what I mean? So it's up to us to press them. We've got to press them. We've got to score first.
Yeah.
And then they're going to have to come out of this. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
But for me, I don't. Arsenal they just suck the life out of you, man. I mean, 2 years ago under Super Duper Mick, right? You play exciting football. You keep going and going and going.
Mm.
What has changed? 2 years later, what's changed?
Oh,
Is he trying to be like George Graham? Is he trying to be like George Graham? You know what I mean? It's not. He's going to change to Michael Graham soon.
Michael Graham. George Arteta.
Well, George Graham, though, I mean, but I say with George Graham, he was Arsenal manager in almost 9 years, and from 86 to 92, 86-92, we not only won, well, we won like a League Cup and 2 FA Cup, two league titles, but we played good football, and a side that doesn't get, I think for me, George Graham's best ever squad was probably the 1990-91 season, just before Ian Wright came the following season. Yep. We only lost one game in the league, and we played some great football. And then 91, 92, Ian Wright came along. We didn't have a good first half of that season. Phenomenal and then we went on this crazy 17, 18 game unbeaten run. And it was a 42-game league season. Leeds won the title. And if we'd have carried on for another, say, 4, 5, 6 weeks, we would have won a league.
Yeah.
We'd have won a league. So, you know what I mean? And then after, we're talking the first Premier League season, and then from up to when Graham got sacked, the football we played was awful. And he still brought three, he still got us 3 trophies when we were playing some
European.
European and an FA Cup, League Cup. It's just, you know, But before I put up this comment from Rich again, what's your score prediction, Nick?
Right, I can't call it. It's going to be like it's two ways. It's either going to be a 0-0, 1-1, and it's going to be boring as hell, or it's going to be a 3-1 if we score first. I feel like it has that, you know, but it could be 3-1 either way, because when you're changing the game, you're always exposed, and that's the thing. They've got Gordon and Alanga. When you're chasing a 1-0, 2-1, it's easy to get that second goal, that next goal. Likewise with us. If Gyökeres or somebody else pops up and, you know, and they're chasing it, the way that we control a game, we can expose it and get that extra. So I think I'm going to back our boys and say a 3-1 win. I would not be shocked at the reverse, but I think most likely it's going to be a boring bloody draw, isn't it?
I'm on that same wavelength, because did you hear me last night? What I was saying on the Armory about, I said it'd be 3-1 if Arteta picks the 11 we want to see, and if he goes with the 11 we don't want to see, I think it'd be a 1-1 draw.
Yeah,
I don't think we'll lose the game, but you know, as usual, I mean, it's like Arteta sets his team up not to lose. You know what I mean? And it's this. I just hope he just doesn't have this fear again, thinking, well, you know, we've not won here, you know, for over 2 seasons in the league, but what he should be looking at is that he should be going for a side that's going all out to win today, to close the gap on Liverpool. I mean, look at the results from yesterday.
I
know
know.
what I mean? It's like last season.
Glenn,
There were times when
what did you have for breakfast to make you think that Arteta's got out of bed this morning a different fella? Oh.
I just had a
you had a big glass of optimism, didn't you? You had a big glass of optimism. That's what you had, and you was like,
yeah, optimism. Oh no, I mean, yeah, you're right. You know, it's a pretty expensive bottle as well. Optimism, $11.99. So yeah.
Oh man.
No, but the results yesterday were crazy. They were crazy.
Crazy.
They were. You know what? I was in a pub yesterday, and we were talking about Greece's win in that Euros.
Yeah.
You know, we was talking about with the 1-0s that they had. You know, it kind of is. But then I'm looking at the squad now, and I'm thinking we've actually, you know, this is the first, I think, squad under Arteta where you think, you know what? Yeah, it should be doing something. You know what I mean? And we've got, and I'm glad when it comes to injuries as well. I think there's only 4 players out, so Jesus will probably come back in 2027. But you know, come back as well. You know what I mean? So
2030, making a comeback. Yeah. No, I just think. But he's, you know, the injuries I think Havertz changes things, but we've got to service to Gyökeres.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And this is the thing. And speaking of Gyökeres, I didn't want to talk about him as such because, in my opinion, he's going to score goals. I don't see any problems with
it's
him.
Not a player issue.
It's media being media. You know what I mean? And if they want to talk about forwards, I know he got his first. I think he scored his first goal yesterday, didn't he, for United, Sesko?
Yep.
But yeah, talk about Sesko. Don't be talking about Gyökeres. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
no,
yeah.
but I mean, if you don't improve the service, you might as well stick him in goal because it isn't his fault. You know, he can only you have to feed him. That's
exactly that. But we're just going for 2-0, but my business is never right. Yeah, you know what? It probably will. Could happen today. Who knows? Yeah. But listen, gents. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Anyway, coming on. Appreciate it. Both of you. And John, where can people find you and what you got coming up?
First off, thank you so much for having me on, mate. I really appreciate that. It's been a while. It's been about a year, you're right. But let's do it again at some stage.
Yes.
And let's do it, man. And, you know, you got all the good guys in the Insta group as well, which is amazing. Do you know what I mean? So we'll get on one of them as well. You got Josh as well. He's a big gooner. Do you know what I mean? He loves to wind up Chelsea fan TV. Well, those two go at it all the time. Do you know what I mean? But it's just great. And that Chelsea fan TV, he's got passion as well. You know, you got like Matt as well. He's a great guy. For me, you can find me on John Sinclair TV. And what I do for my content, I do matchday vlogs. I do the ground hoppers. I do 70% non-league games. I do 30%, which is like league games, football league games, Europe. I do like Scottish games as well. And the last video I've done was the Gillingham against Harrogate game. I've done that. And if you can just give it a like, please. The numbers need to improve as well. That'd be great. And I've just hit 35,000 subs now. And, you know, we're promoting me Google ads as well. I've got to say that, which is legal, right? I will say that. It's legal. And, you know, my channel goes over the world as well, which is great. And you know what? I mean, I can't wait. Next Saturday, I'm off to Czech Republic to watch the game between Sparta Prague against Slavia Prague. I'll be there next week for Sunday. And I tell you what, mate, it's going to be a spicy game. Never been to Czech Republic before, never been to Prague before. I'm going there next Saturday for a Sunday game. So check me out on that. And I do
definitely. Wicked. Oh, that should. No, I would definitely be checking out your vlogs for that. You know, wow, that will be a spicy game indeed.
Very spicy.
You know what I mean? You know,
and you know what
Nick,
it is. Go on.
Sorry, John. Go on.
No.
Please,
I was just saying that.
Finish.
I mean, also as well, I'll make quick on this one as well. I mean, there's a lot of haters on social media, right? Some of our fan base sort of thing. I'm not going to rise up to them. Yeah, it's just because of my YouTube success. All the other football clubs as well.
Exactly.
Brilliant. Yeah, not one hater, not one keyboard warrior, but for us, some of our fan base, not all of them, some of Newcastle fans are brilliant, but unfortunately, the haters on there, they need to rise up. They need to take a real check, give it up, stop this, because I'm not being rising to you. I'm not going to rise to you. I've got people to do that for us, yeah? That's all I'm going to say. But thanks for, I'm going to say that thanks for the exposure, because my numbers are just going to go up.
Always, man. Always. No, it's love, mate. It's love. You know what I mean? Nick, where can they find you?
On here, on various other YouTube Gooner content, just around supporting my people. That's it.
Big up, Chris. And no, you're not getting folded bad. We're not your feeder club, mate.
No worries, Chris, man. No worries. Hope you're good. I mean, I know. Yeah. Yesterday wasn't a good day for you, mate. On two fronts. I know, you know, if we're talking your Carlisle and your Liverpool, mate, but I still feel Carlisle will get out of the National League, though, in my opinion. Do not be surprised if they end up as champions. Well, you know what I mean. But
Rochdale, I think Rochdale have something to say about that because Rochdale are playing really well. And they got 2 games and a Cosgreen Raw of If they win both those games, they go top. And I think the way they're going at the minute, I think they may just stay there.
Yeah. You know, it's true. And also, and you know what, John, you should I'll tell you what, for 94, you should come down to my sides as well. Come watch a North Greenford game. Or even, you know, got Hamwell Town as well, just down the road. Mm-hmm. And you must know about Hamwell Town because they have an affiliation with Newcastle.
Yes, they do. They do. Yes, they do. I mean, need to go there as well. That'd be really good for us to go to these games in London as well, or outskirts of London, like the Ishmael Lead as well, which I've not done yet, and I will do it. And looking forward to it. To help me out, guys.
No, definitely. And also, I'll just quickly go through the comments before we wrap.
Come back for that game. Yes, the Carlisle game as well. I mean, it's things like if Carlisle play Forest Green soon, and that's a 5:30 kickoff. And I think we're playing Fulham that game, so I may have to go to that Newcastle Fulham game.
And there you go. John's put that up as well. Please like, share, subscribe to the man himself. I mean,
Chris is so right. I mean, so right. It's just a lot of jealousy within some of our fan base, and I've been told to just calm it down. There's a lass from Australia, right? Trish, big United fan from Australia, had to go at someone who had to go at me, right? I think it's back to and then up to this day, last time I looked, he hasn't even replied back to her, and I wonder why.
Oh, these people, man! You know what I mean? Just all they do is just ignore them, and it's these types of people that easily make themselves look silly, even if you don't respond to them in any way, shape, or form. I find when you respond back to them, when you retaliate for them, they feel good about it, and they But then I feel when you just leave,
You put out a fire, but taking away the oxygen.
But listen, man. But thanks anyhow. Yeah, exactly. But listen, but thanks for those tuning in, and big up to yourselves, and hopefully, you enjoy the game today, and come on, you Arsenal.
Come on,
take care, everybody.
We're the lads.
Take care, guys.